So I'm having a bit of a lazy, cozy home day today. It's Tuesday. I didn't go to the warehouse. I've got lots of listing to get done. And I also thought I'd spend some time sorting these kids' books here that I've got currently sitting in my living area on a ping pong table. And the reason why I want to get these sorted pretty quickly is I ordered some new furniture and I know it's going to be delivered in the next couple of weeks, and the ping pong table won't be staying in here. Obviously it's been set up in here as a temporary basis because I had no furniture, but finally I've got some furniture on order and I want to get this ping pong table back into the garage where I want to leave it set up. But I've got a lot of kids' books in my home garage here. I've been bringing them back and forth from the warehouse simply because there's such a quantity of them. I need to be able to spread them out to sort. So I've currently been doing like the smaller kind of children's fiction books, I guess, or the reading books. And I've got all the kids' picture books in paperbacks and hardcovers, like the bigger ones. They're all still in the garage. I've been kind of like sorting them into like paperback and hardcovers, and then I'm going to go through and resort them by looking at like age groups and different stuff like that. The kids' books is actually a huge task for me to get through. However, there is a lot of money to be made in selling kids' books. It's a very underrated category. However, it can be a little bit time consuming because the books on an individual basis are often not really worth the time or effort or the money because it's very low profits when you're just selling one small kids books on its own. Generally, the money in a kids books comes from lotting them together. So it does take quite a lot of prep work, and you do need a lot of the same items or books in the same series to be able to lot them up. So I've got this ping pong table actually. It's a fantastic workbench. It's a great size, but obviously I don't want to keep it in here at the moment. The idea is to get these ones. And I do still have some more of these like in my garage in bags, but I'm just going to kind of sort through the ones that I've got here, see if there's any bundles, which there is bundles here, that I can get ready to go over in the warehouse. And then all the rest of the kids' books that are still in there, they can go into like a second sort when I get a little bit more time. At the moment, I'm focusing on getting them out of this room. I don't want them in my house. And this is something to be aware of as a reseller. It's very, very easy to let your inventory overtake your house. And for me, this room has kind of been like a non-room. I haven't had any furniture in there since I moved in here, which was February last year. It's been an empty room. So it's kind of just looked blank to me. I haven't bought any furniture in that whole... I haven't bought any furniture since I moved into the house in February last year. I've only got the furniture that I borrowed off my brother really in the lounge room. So it was well and truly time for me to get some furniture, but we do need to be aware as resellers to try not to let the inventory overtake our house, because then it kind of feels like you never get a break. And I'm very aware that many resellers, probably most resellers, work within their house. But it's best if you can try and have designated areas rather than letting it come into your main living areas wherever possible. I know it's not possible for everyone, but if you've got like a garage where you can specifically try and keep things, or a designated bedroom where you can close the door. I'm in a main living room here that you walk through the front door to go to the rest of the house. So like anybody who walks into my house, this is like the first thing they see. It's not a good look, guys. So I'll just take you around and show you here on the table. Some of these piles of books, they're not kids' books, but the majority of them are. They're just books that have come in the bags with the kids' books, and I'm just trying to separate them here. But yeah, we've got a lot of little small readers here. We've got a pile of the Bible story, Arthur Maxwell. This is a really good Bible series to be able to get. It's a vintage children's Bible set. I've got books 1 to 10 there, I think. I just need to double check that I've got all those volumes. But with books 1 to 10, I would think that I would be able to get around, I haven't comped these for a while. I have sold them before, but I'm going to be thinking that these 1 to 10, I should be able to get $70 or $80 for those books. Now, over here as well, I'm just been separating them as I find them into different piles. So over here I've got some animals, over here I've got some beast quest, over here I've got some horrible histories, we've got some first readers going on around here, We've got the Aussie Bites and the Aussie Nibbles. So just so you know, if you're not Australian, you might not have ever seen these kids' books, but one is called the Bites and one is the Nibbles, and it's just for a different age group. So you do need to make sure. I think one of them might be, like, if you look at the text, you'll be able to see the difference. Okay, so this one's probably more for like 5 to 8 year olds, and this one's probably more from like 7, 8 to 10 or something. So I do like to separate them and sell them in lots of the same type. Now, what have we got down here? We've got Billy B, we've got some Go Girls. Some of the Go Girls there are more vintage ones. We've got Hey Jack, we've got some little animal ones here, more first readers, some young readers down here. Some of these old vintage Ladybird learning to read books. Some of them can be worth pretty good money. There's a history set, and I can't remember if I've got some here, but there's a history set that can really sell for quite good money. These little Magic School Bus books, there's a lot of them. You can see them all here. I found a lot of them, but I just need to sort through them because I'm sure there's going to be some double ups amongst it. But those Magic School Buses should be worth some pretty good money. And what have I got going over here? This is kind of where I'm still finding things. I've got a whole lot of Thomas the Tank sitting over here, some Ella and Olivia, some Tashi novels. I've got a whole lot of Paul Jennings here. Now, some of the vintage Paul Jennings, like from the 80s and the 90s, they can actually sell for quite a lot of money in a bundle. So it's good when you see some of these books. You do need to sometimes differentiate between the vintage ones and the more modern ones, because obviously these are the type of books that just keep getting re-released. You need to sort through them and try and put them into the vintage ones together. And sometimes from the 90s they almost look like they're current, so you do have to kind of look at some of them and find the ones that are vintage and the ones that are not. And obviously, if you can get a full bundle together of the vintage ones, then you can use the keywords vintage, 80s, 90s, and you will probably be able to get more money for those ones than the current Paul Jennings that are selling. What else have we got here? We've got some Morris Geitzman. We've got some more horrible histories. What do we have over here? These ones here, we've got Horrible Science and Horrible Histories. Oh, guys, just while this is in the background, just in case you're noticing it, this is the weird fish tank that was in my house when I rented it, and it's like built into the wall. And no, I still have got nothing in the weird fish tank, and I don't want any fish. So I just tell you that in case you're looking at the background here as I'm going. Okay, we've got some Geronimo Stilton. Geronimo Stilton can sell for some pretty good money in some lots. What do I got? Down here, I found like a whole lot of Ben 10, Meet the Creeps. We've got some vintage thoroughbred books over here. And we've got some more Magic Treehouse here. So these are Magic Treehouse, and what are these ones? Magic School Bus. So what have I got over here? I've got a few more sets. I've got a big bundle here of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I've got a box set here, My First Reading Library. Some vintage, let's turn it around, some vintage Walt Disney. We got a big set here, all about manners. So manners at the swimming pool, manners on a picnic. I've got some like early readers bundled up down here, and some more here, more Thomas. And here I've got some piles that aren't children's, but just some small little like pan books or puffin books, not vintage books that have just been like loading up by the same author. So then again, I can make some bundles with these ones. Now I'm just going to move these adult books down here, because what I want to do is have one table, because what I've been doing is just loading them into piles of the same type. And then once I get them all into the same type, then I can start creating bundles like to actually sell. So a lot of because otherwise you can have ones with multiple copies of the same book. So you need to be able to lot them together by looking at what you've got as a whole. So it's much easier to do the sort first and find all of the same types and then start creating the bundles. But now what I need to do, because most of these are sorted now, what I need to do is have an empty table so that I can actually, once I've made the bundles up, I can put the bundles here directly to get packed up into like a tub or something for me to deliver to the warehouse, and then I can photograph them. I just need to have an empty table here. Like it's some of these books, I think. Yeah, I just need to have an empty table so now I can put the bundles that are ready to go straight away. Now, a lot of these kids' books have come from my big cages that I've got at the warehouse. I bought bulk loads. I call them the cages, but each cage has about 1,000 books in it. And there was quite a lot of kids' books. There was a whole cage full of kids' books, plus there was other cages that had some kids' books in them. So they've been coming over here, but I did already have some other kids' books, because what I tend to do is if I find them at the right price, because these are another type of book that you're not going to go and pay $5 for one of those books. You have to be able to pick them up for cheap. So sometimes in the charity shops, they will sell them with like a rubber band around them in a lot, maybe for like $2 or something. But you've got to be able to find them at the right price, or some of them won't be worth, like, some of the kids' books, you need to have bundles of like 20 books in there. So you don't want to be paying $2 a book, because then your cost of goods is like $40 before you even start, unless you're going to sell that for like a couple $100. And the majority of the ones that I've got here for you today, they're probably more sitting around, I don't know, $30 to $50 bundles, I guess. But there are some, you can sell some individual kids' books for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and lots of them. But there are some like vintage kids' books that can sell for a lot of money on their own. Beagles is a series that is very popular as a vintage books. Can get $150, $200 per Beagles book if you've got the right one. Harry Potter, if you find some of the old first edition Harry Potters, big money, like up into the thousands for a Harry Potter book. I've actually got a whole tub of Harry Potter waiting to list. The majority of that Harry Potter is probably stuff that's not overly worth a lot of money, but I need to carefully check the Harry Potter, because there are some editions that have got errors in the wordings in there. They've got the wrong words in there. And there's some, like the early first editions, they can be worth so much money, first edition, first print. So I'm not just like slap happy when it comes to Harry Potter and going, oh yeah, there's Harry Potter 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, let's make a bundle and put it up for $50. No, I really have to like investigate the Harry Potter, and that's a task in itself. So what I end up doing is putting all the Harry Potter aside almost in the project pile, because I need to really spend some time looking through that rather than just churning through it. But yeah, if you do some research on eBay, looking at and sort it from highest sold item to the lowest, and look at how much some of these children books and some of the sets and some of the vintage sets, how much they're actually selling for. I think you'll be very, very surprised at how much money you can get for children's books. Now, let me just check this one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm pretty sure there is only 10 volumes in this Bible story set. So I've got the whole lot. So that's fantastic. So yeah, I'm not sure. I would say at least $80 for this one. But I will pop that one there. Okay, now I don't think, except for the horrible histories which are here, and I've got more horrible histories here, but I think otherwise everything is separated. There's a few ladybird piles here that need to go. Now, the Animorph books I'm going to leave. I've got more Animorph books at the warehouse, and the Animorphs is a little bit like what I was saying with the Paul Jennings. The more vintage ones, they sell for more money. It's a little bit like Beast Quest as well. Beast Quest, the old vintage Beast Quest, the old vintage Goosebumps. if you get the full set of Goosebumps, I think there's like 60, maybe 62 or something, the old Goosebumps. If you get the old vintage ones, first edition, they can sell for like $600 or $700 for the lot. So with some of these bundles, I'm very specific about making sure that I separate the vintage ones to the newer ones. I won't mix those up. But Beast Quest and Animorphs, I know I've got more at the warehouse, so I don't really want to create bundles of those until I look up everything. Billy and the Mini Monsters. That seems to be one. So we got Billy B. Brown. Now, Hey Jack, I'm pretty sure Jack is Billy's brother, and there's a whole series called Hey Jack, and I've got some of them over there. But I'm just going to keep that one a little bit separate because it is slightly different. And then basically you can go through, and sometimes you can, I put them into colors sometimes with these kind of ones, because then if I just put them into colors and then I can just sort through. Rough colors anyway. And this is a little bit hard with that tripod in front of me. Where are we? Trying to give you the best angle here. Right, so once I've got them into colours, it makes it much easier just to see straight up if there's a double up. And if there's a double up, then obviously you can keep them then separate. Just makes that easier. And then you can create piles. That's the Jack one. Right, okay, so now what we can do is we can see if there's enough different ones to make a bundle. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right, now that will be enough, 17 to make a bundle. But what you got to look at here, these two books are slightly different than the other ones because these ones are actually 3 stories in one. So then you got to kind of look and go, okay, what are the 3 stories? The Bully Buster, the Extra Special Helper, and the Little Lie, because you don't want to be doubling up with the same actual story. So what have we got? The Bully Buster, the Extra Special Helper, and the Little Lie. Okay, so that looks like they're all different. Okay, what do we got here? The Midnight Feast. Right. So I do have the Midnight Feast here. Which is that one. We've got the Cutest Pet Ever. And then we've got the Night Fright. Right, so I don't have the Night Fright. So now I have to decide, am I better to have 2 extra books, so in the listing I can say there's 12 instead of 10 or whatever it is, or 1 extra book? Because to somebody who's looking at it, they're probably just going to think that's one book. If I had like 6 or 7 of them all like that, I would lot those ones together, but I don't. So I think I'm going to put those 2 together, and the Cutest Pet and the Midnight Feast is those, so that's going to be the same. Right, so this is going to be one lot. Magic Ballerina. See, this one is different as well. This is a Billy B mystery. So she's slightly different as well. I think I put the Hey Jack one in there, did I, after all that? Oh my goodness. It's a blue one, wasn't it? No. Did I? Oh no, I put the Hey, oh my goodness, I'm going crazy. So these are the Hey Jack ones, and I think I'm just I might make a bundle that's a mixture. So let me just see what I've got. Okay. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we've got Billy Bree Brown and Hey Jack there. And then I might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this one, the Billy B Mystery. Right, so this is a pretty big bundle, but it's like more of an assorted bundle because I don't think it's really enough to make it worthwhile. If I just sold those Hey Jacks together, they might only get $20, $25. So I think I'll put those ones as one. And then these ones here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I might set these aside, and these might stay in the unlisted inventory. And as I gather more Billy B, what I'll do is they'll end up going into a lot. So basically, the way that I want to have the kids' books is when they're sets like these, because I don't always find a whole lot at the same time, but I might find a couple, you know what I mean, but not enough for a bundle. So I eventually want to get it so I've got some tubs at the warehouse with different children's books that come up all the time, and that way I can just kind of set them aside, a bit like I do with the fiction authors in my current warehouse now. I want to have the same kind of system going with the children's books. All right, so the next ones I might do are these magic school bus. Now, some of these magic school buses have got stickers on them. Annoying. Not all of them, thankfully. Okay, now the magic school buses come here. They've actually got like numbers on them. So you can put them into like number order. So I can go 10, 11, 15, 3, 19, 19, 5, 3, 12, 13, 8, 2, 10, where are we? 8, 10, 11, 12. Some more 8s here. 2, 6, 2, 10, 15, 12, 8. I'm noticing here a lot of the same numbers, not different ones. 2, 5, 6, 1, 14, 12, 12, 14, 15, 18, 10, 10, 9, 14. Okay, right, so now that I've got them in that order, now this one's an ex-library one, so I'll keep that one separate. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, only one 9, then we've got 10, 10. So this one had the 9, this one didn't have the 9. So this is more of a complete set. I've got one number 11, so it's going to go into the same bundle where the full set was going. This one will miss one again. So we've got 12, 12. We've got 1 13, again, that'll go there. We've got 2 14s, 2 15s, 1 18, and 2 19s. So that one here, so 1, 2, 3, so we're missing 4, 5, 6, 8, missing 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19. So we're missing a few, but that's okay. So I'm just going to, this one had a sticker. It's still you don't have to have every single number. Obviously, it's better if you do, because then you can list it like 1 to 19. And it's better. Somebody likes it more. People will like it more if it's in a sequential order, but it's not necessarily detrimental to the listing, especially with kids' books. So, but when people do like to collect that whole set, like I said, you can get the original Goosebumps from the 90s, and you can, if you get all 62 in order, you'll sell that for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. $400, $500, $600, depending on the condition. So a lot of people do actually like save up these types of books and actively keep a list on their phone or something and look for the ones that they need while they're outsourcing, so they can build these sets up, because they're worth so much more money if you can sell them as a complete set. These magic school buses, they can be quite hard to find. What era are these? Let me just check. These are early 2000s, 2004. So these are not quite vintage. Oh, 2004, yeah, that's vintage. It's 20 years now is what is counted as vintage. So it's 2025 now. You can actually use the word vintage in your title if they are 20 years or older now. Not antique, but vintage, right? So 20 years is vintage. So these aren't the easiest type of books that you just find in every type of thrift shop, whereas Goosebumps, you will find them more often than like these Magic School Bus. So I'm not going to sit here now and try and wait until I get number 4 or whatever it was that I was missing and number 7 to try and complete that set. I'd rather list it as it is. And if I suddenly found more of the books as I was going, like I can always undo the listing and redo it if I really wanted to. But for the most part, that's going as one lot and that's going in as one lot. And these are the double up ones that will go into the pile of waiting ones, because this is not enough. This is not enough to create a bundle for me. Right. What have we got here? Now these pinky ones. What are these? Okay. Let's just see if they're all different, and fingers crossed they are, and then that's 2. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. These are called Our Generation. I'll put those ones together as one lot. These 2 can go in the store pile. Right, now there's quite a lot of the Aussie nibbles, so if it's something that I'm not sure about when I'm creating these bundles, because I'm going to be able to create a couple of bundles from this lot, if it's something where I'm not sure of how many books that I should be lotting up, what I'll do is I'll just go to the eBay solds and I'll start scrolling and have a look at what other ones have sold for. So I just type in Aussie nibbles, and then I can see here Aussie Nibbles 8 and Aussie Bites 7 have sold for $66.50. There's 16 Aussie Bites, and Bites and Nibbles, they're going to get the same price roughly. Those ones have sold for $60. There's a bundle of 21 that have sold for $55. There's a bundle of 12 here that have sold for $52. So there's a bundle of 11 here that have sold for $51. So they're actually quite high priced books. So I think what I'm looking at here, if these ones are kind of selling for 12, 16, what's this other one, 15, somewhere between that 12 and 16 is probably a good number for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I might just keep one bundle there of 12 for now. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, trying to use these double ups first, 3, 4. So those 3 were double ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so now we've got 2 bundles of 12 here, and we've got 4 additional ones. So what I might do is I might go 1 lot of 12 and 1 lot of 16. So that can be a bundle here. This can be a bundle here. And then these 3, like I said, they get set aside in my, my waiting piles. So I stand corrected. I got another whole pile here of Aussie nibbles. So what I want to do, let's just not get these ones confused, but I'm still happy with those bundles, 12 and 16. But we can go along here. These were the 3 that the other ones had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we've got, now I just think Blue Hair Day was another one. Let's just double check. Yep. Show and tell. Right. So another 15 and another 12. I'm happy with that. Let's go the Aussie Bites. We got 1, 2, and Buggerlugs. The Buggerlugs Bum Thief. That sounds funny. Because holiday. That one is a bigger one. Holly. Crackle. Teacher's Pest. There's one called Let It Rip, and then it's like the kids opening up a jar of fart gas or something. That looks like a book that my brother would have liked when he was a kid. Worst team ever. Did I see that one? No. Big Whopper. I thought I saw that one. No. Luke and Lulu. Smarty cat. Mummy's boy. Probably pony. This one. Teacher's pest and crackle. Right, so let's just put these ones with the double ups in one row here. Just a quick scan through, making sure all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1. That's weird. This is, they've gone from where they used to do the cutout to now it's just like white on there, so it looks like it's cut out. It's probably a cheaper way to like do the publishing, but this just looks so much better, doesn't it? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm just gonna, these ones all got the cutout. Yep. So these ones, I might go 13, 14. This one's like the same series. Okay, so we've got a 12, a 14, a 12, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a 12. Perfect. We've got 2 left over. Right. Bundles, bundles, bundles. Let's do the Go Girls. They've probably got different color. Right, so this edition, 2005, this edition, 2011. So kind of different covers. So what I like to do is try and lot them up. It's a bit in the same. It's a bit like when I do Mills and Boon. I like to lot them up by the same era. So right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we've only got 8 like that. These ones are double ups. They're going to go in my to keep pile. Now, these are Go Girls. This is Go Girls Angels, Go Girls Besties. I don't have any other ones, so I'm just going to lot those ones because they are from like the same era. So they're going to get lotted into a bundle like that. These are a bundle. These are a bundle. These can be kept. Now, these ones that I'm about to do, this is a set called Making Tracks. So now, it's just the same process, guys. It's just making sure you've got no doubles and then finding like the right amount to be able to list them as. And sometimes you just got to look it up quickly on eBay. What are the other ones selling for? And they just make similar size bundles. It's not hard. You just got to make similar to what is currently selling. If you make similar to what is currently selling, then there's almost like a guarantee that you know that that's already a sought after bundle. It's already sold. It's got history. Like, it's easy to kind of look at that and then make up similar bundles as much as you can. Obviously, you're kind of, when you're making up bundles, you're limited by what you've actually got. But it's just it's a matter of doing the best you can and lotting the same as the same. It's like if I was to lot up some of the Billy B with some of the Nibbles, with some of the Go Girl, with some of the Making Tracks, with some of the, like if I was just to make a really mixed lot, makes it really hard to title, makes it really hard to keyword. You've got books that are made for different ages. Some of them are made for 5 to 8 year olds. Some of them are more made for like 8 to 10 year olds. So selling like assorted mixed kids bundles, I mean, you could do it. It's just going to be, it's going to be harder to sell. The Saw Doctor, Tibby's Leaf. But this is what happens is when you're buying these kind of books, you do end up quite often with doubles ups of, you know, the same books. And that's why, like, you can see, like, I kind of gather them all up. And when I'm going through cages or things, sometimes, unless you go to a thrift shop, you find a lot there. And then, it's already a bundle that you've bought at that one thrift shop. Then you can go and just straight away list that. But if you're like me and you tend to just like buy when it's the right price on things that you know will sell, but you don't often get like the whole lot and you have to set stuff away for bundling, one, you need a lot of extra storage because it's a storage game. It's also a money game. If you're buying books and then sitting on them, waiting to be able to get the missing ones for bundles that may never even come along, like that, you need extra funds, you need money, you need cash flow, and you need storage to be able to do it. I'm in a situation where so much has come from the cages that it's like, it's just so much, and books in different cages as well. So it's just been hard for me to get them all. But I also am very well aware, because I've been selling books for a long time and I do buy kids' books, that I know which ones I'm actively looking out for when I go thrifting to the thrift shops. Right, so let's go the double ups here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 10 there. I'm just going to put that aside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just want to make sure I had that River Boy. I got 2 River Boys there. 1, 2, 3. Right, so I've got 2 10s. These ones I'll set aside. First readers. Okay, so there's only 7 different ones there, which isn't very many. I've got these 3 here. They're slightly different. These ones have got the first readers up here. These ones don't, but they're very, very similar. They're from the same publishing company. So we've got Gingerbread Man, which I've already got, Rumpelstiltskin and Rapunzel. So let's just see. Okay, so we don't have Rumpelstiltskin and we don't have Rapunzel. So that can go there. I'm just going to sit on that bundle as well. I'd like to have more in that bundle to make it. These don't actually sell for the highest amount. So I'd rather give more value in these to be able to sell them faster for more value. So what I do have is similar. So I'm just going to pack these ones up. You see, you need a lot of sorting space, and this is why I don't have room at the warehouse at the moment. So what are these ones? Now these ones, just so you can see again, a little bit different. First readers. Pretty much the same thing, just different versions of them. But I do try and just keep them as much as I can. Oh, what are those? They're different. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Little Red Riding Hood. Snow White. The Little Mermaid. Little Pigs, Princess and the Pea, Goldilocks. Hansel and Gretel, Red Riding Hood. I saw you somewhere. Okay. Three Little Pigs, Ugly Duckling, Billy Goat's Gruff, Little Red Riding Hood, Beauty and the Beast. That might be one of my all-time favourites, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Rumpelstiltskin, I saw him, yeah. Goldilocks. Didn't I have Goldilocks? Maybe I didn't. Oh, there. Gingerbread. Rapunzel. Let down your hair. Right. Oh, there's still more. Little Mermaid. Princess and the Pea. Goldilocks. Why can't I ever find Goldilocks? Mia, that's why. Snow White. Sleeping Beauty. Right. Well, they've nearly all got double ups except for the Emperor's New Clothes and Sleeping Beauty. So let's put one of each into a bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 17 different ones. So that can make a bundle. Let's put it here for now. Let's make another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so we've got a 10, a 12, Now, these ones over here that I said before, slightly different. Rapunzel, Gingerbread Man. So let's have a look. Do we have the Elves and the Shoemaker? No, we don't. Do we have the Princess and the Pea? Yes, we do. Do we have 3 Billy Goats Gruff? No, we don't. Do we have a Jack and the Beanstalk? Yes, we do. Little Mermaid. That's it. Okay. So these ones here. Right. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Right. Okay, you get the gist. It's a lot of repetitive stuff now. It's just a matter of me going through the stacks, seeing if there's enough individual ones that aren't double ups to create a big enough value bundle for these type of books, and then just stacking them up and then getting them here. And then like once they're here, but that's good. Then it's just straight into the photography line at the warehouse, and it's just like they're gone. But I'm just going to keep going here now. This is like several hours of work here, so I'm going to stop, get some lunch, have a cold drink, and then just keep doing it here at my own pace. I'm going to put some music on, and it's just going to be a relaxing day at home. And then I'm going to do some listing. That's it. Thanks, guys. If you got any more questions about like bundling and stuff with kids' books, drop it down. I'm sure there'll be some more videos that will become, up and coming to do with children's books. So if you do have specific questions on the children's books, drop them down here below so I can refer back to them when I make the next children's books bundle. And wish me luck. Thanks, guys. Bye.